So we should be going into year 4, but we're going to do something a little bit different. And after finishing in the top 25, winning 20 plus games, making it to the tournament, second round again, we are going to be playing the All American game. And the reason why is, like we talked about, I only had I think 2 or 3 players in the top 100. Or I think it was 2 in the top 100, and then I had like 3 that were like right there on the cusp. But what I'm going to do now is obviously the lifeblood of college sports is recruit. And now we're going after the big dogs. And so in this game, what you're going to see is highlights from the players that I'm going to sign. And I think this is what's really going to take this team over the top. This is what's going to make us a national power and help us win a national championship. This class of 2012, these players that I'm about to bring in is going to make the difference. So right here, Hopkins, bomb. He's going to be a 3-point shooter for me. You see it here, he gets the ball, he's running in transition, gets the assist. He's going to be a very solid player for me. As you can see here, he could play make a little bit, get the ball to the open 3. Now he's bringing the ball up again and again, get it to the open 3. That's a good guard to have. And then here, look at the red team. We got York getting the offensive rebound. And here again, trying to finish through contact. And I was trying to get Brant Postel from Ohio, but it actually didn't really work out. I mean, I'm happy with the guys that I did get. So Tim York, he's 6'6", power forward, kind of reminds me of like a Charles Barkley type of player. And we need him. You know, everyone's always looking for the 6'10", 6'11" power forward, but I'm really thinking about even moving him to small forward now that he gets to college. Like a Grant Williams type. So here again, this is going to be Vasher. He missed it at the buzzer. We're up 31-14, so the East is the team that we're playing with. But yeah, look out for Vasher. I know he missed that there at the end, but he's the other top 10 recruit that we're after, or that we're signing, actually. So, as you see here, I know it's kind of boring because you're just seeing the highlights. You're not seeing the whole game. But, yeah, and it's a little bit different for me, too. Like, even when I was younger, I never really played the All-American game. But now that they have all these players that I need, I think it's just important just for the introduction. So, off the inbounds pass, like I said, pay attention to Vasher. 3-point shooting guard out of Louisiana. Gets to the rack. And I know you see those things coming up on the screen. My control is still broken. Nothing's changed. We got York with the jump shot, post up. Then we got back to Hopkins. That's our big hired gun. That's going to be the top ranked player that we're recruiting. As you see here, he can shoot the ball, right? And he's shooting from the college line. This ain't no confusion. He ain't here to play with you. He's here to shoot the 3. So Vasher is our guard that's bringing up the ball. Get it to Hopkins. 2 future Red Storm players just going crazy together. And you see Vasher coming up the court. And he's been playmaking. And as we get to the second half, you see the score up by 14. York. Here he's going to go baseline, layup. I wish he would have dunked it. Be a little bit more flashy, a little bit more aggressive. You got Vasher here just dancing, playmaking. Like I said, this is very important because this class of 2012 is going to save the program and just take us to a whole new level. Vasher for 3. And like I said, York to the cup with no time left and ends up being a 64-50 win for the East with 2 of my players being on the East and 1 on the West. Player of the game, Hopkins had 23 points, 4 assists. And you saw those threes, bro. He's a shooter. I know we watched Bronny when he played an All-American game, and everybody was like, oh, yeah, he knocked out his shots. Imagine somebody coming out there like Hopkins and hitting multiple threes like that. It's like, bro, you just got to do what the game allows you to do. and play within the game. Like sometimes too, I think all-star games, if they play defense, some people just try to go too hard, do a little bit too much. But as you saw, that was a modest game. The scoring was low. I played 10-minute quarters, so there's that. And now we're just going to go into play the game a little bit more. He had 23 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, and hit 8 field goals in total, and 7 of them were threes. So if you have any question about his shooting, yeah, you could take that question and go somewhere with it. And then Basher, he ended up with 7 points, 4 assists. York, 12 points, 3 rebounds. And those are my 3 targets, my 3 main guys that are coming to St. John's that I wanted you to all kind of just get used to, because they're going to be the stars of NBA Live when we get to that point. And so we are now here at the moment of truth that you've all been waiting for, and that is the revealing of our recruiting class. So the first player is Basher out of Louisiana, the number 7 player. York out of Virginia, the number 8 player. Hopkins out of Florida, the number 6 player. And then we got Wheeler out of California, the number 61 player in the country. And there goes the end to another video. Follow
always let a game like this LA sunshine. Ain't a damn thing changed. Only ball on my mind.
Thank you for watching this video.
See you soon. 22 like the world been mine.